Have you ever been spiritually attacked? See, once upon a time, if somebody said that to me, I would have said, no, of course not, because my thoughts were on it that it's like a spiritual attack. What does that mean? Like some demon rocked up at my door and in special armour and attacked me, or something like that. And as I've been studying spirituality more and more, in fact, you know, it was probably up until about a year ago, it used to be studying New Age, but actually learning more about what's actually going on. The truth is, yes, I have been spiritually attacked many times, and chances are you have too. So how do you know what a spiritual attack is? Well, a spiritual attack is not some, being rocking up in amazing clothes at your door. A spiritual attack is when you get sent a barrage of negative thoughts. See, the thing is, in our world, a lot of times people think, oh, I overthink a lot. Or I say, I've got negative self-talk. Have you ever asked yourself, where does that talk actually come from? Like, is that you, genuinely? Would you really say those horrible things to yourself? Or is there something else that's actually sending you those thoughts into your energy field? Because you got to understand something. We live in what is called, or I refer to, and other people have as well, a lush farm. So the human condition, humans as we are, basically, there is benefit when other energies see us having distress or anxiety. And what better way of actually giving you distress or anxiety than actually sending you a whole heap of thoughts that are really, really toxic. But here's the really smart bit. You usually don't even know what's going on. Yeah, you don't know what's actually going on. So you think those thoughts are yours. And sometimes people have really bad days because they're like, oh, my depression was really bad, or my anxiety was really bad, or what's going on? My anger was really bad. I was really fueled up. I would say to you that there is a lot more going on than you actually are aware of. And a spiritual attack is about getting barrage amount of thoughts that actually come to you, and then you don't know what's going on, so you think they're yours, and you end up with a lower vibration. You end up having a bad day. Sometimes, and I know, put this in the comments if you've ever done this, where you actually end up talking yourself out of things that are actually good for you. So you start good and you'll be like, how many times did you have this amazing idea? Yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to emigrate, or I'm going to start a new job, or I'm going to start a new business. And then, 48 hours, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, you talk yourself out of it. What's going on with that? Is that your fear-based unconscious mind coming in? Yeah, to an extent it is. But a lot of times, it's actually a spiritual attack. And the truth is, we all have this, but we haven't been given the words for it. We just think it's quite normal. We don't go around and saying, oh my God, like the voices in my head. Do you know our grandparents, or at least our great-grandparents, they would have got locked up had they said, oh, the voices in my head. So I really want to teach people what's actually going on, that there is something more happening, that there is a spiritual attack and a spiritual war that's happening on the planet at the moment. And here's the thing, you're being attacked even if you don't know about it. You don't have to know about it. The question is, do you ever have a barrage of negative thoughts? Do you ever say a lot of things to yourself when you look in the mirror, especially as a woman? Do you ever say things that you think, whoa, okay, that is a spiritual attack. That's not you being nasty to yourself. That's not the cause of it. That's not the root cause. That's why it's really, really, really important, more than anything and ever, to actually wake up spiritually now. It's really important to look beyond what's given to us in church institutions. It's time to look beyond what's actually been given to you by the New Age movement. Because the New Age movement, I've been part of it for years, and it seemed like a great thing. I felt like a rebel against the strict church upbringing that I had. Now I realize that that too is just part of the trap system. Anyway, if this resonates with you, and if you'd like to know more, comment community in the comments. Because over the coming weeks, I'm going to be creating a group of like-minded people that actually come together from all over the world that are genuine truth seekers. Like this morning, I am a clinical hypnotherapist by trade. And one of my clients who I've been working with for quite a while, it was literally music to my ears to hear her saying, oh, you know what? Now I can actually tell when it's a spiritual attack. It's just weird. It's just different. So rather than the old way of like going down the path or going, rolling down the hill, you can actually learn to know what's happening. And you can do something about it. You are not powerless. You're powerless if you've got no idea what's happening. But you are a spark of the divine. And you are more powerful than you know about. So, if this resonates with you, please press subscribe. It's a new channel and I would really, really, really appreciate it. If you're a serious spiritual seeker, a serious truth seeker, and you even just want a different perspective, if you want to know about the Gnostic tradition, then it's my absolute pleasure to be teaching you this knowledge that has been tried to be got rid of, predominantly by the Roman Catholic Church. It's in the history. It's all there. Just because you don't know about it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. See you on the next video.